This is what most people's mornings look like. And from waking up to leaving the house, we use nearly 7 to 8 appliances, and we can't imagine our lives without them. Do you know, on an average, a typical 3 BHK household consumes approximately 400 to 500 units of electricity per month. Multiply that by 12 months and it adds up to a lot of big numbers. Should we not be using a lot less electricity, making some smarter choices? Alright, too much information for early in the morning? We'll discuss it later. At the COP26 in Glasgow 2021, Prime Minister Narendra Modi made a stunning announcement to the world. India will work towards achieving net zero carbon emissions by 2070. As part of these commitments, India promised to also get 50% of its energy from renewable sources by 2030. The need to shift to the smarter choice, opting for clean energy and reducing our dependence on fossil fuels, has never been this urgent. Helping India achieve its renewable energy goals is its solar power capacity, which as of now ranks 4th globally.
Our aim should be that we should make our renewable energy much cheaper than fossil fuel. But the challenge is not by doing it by mandate, but by making it economically cheaper. And that is what we'll keep pushing for. Across industries, across individual households, there's a complete movement towards solar energy, and this is critical. We need to build the right business models and move forward, and a number of young entrepreneurs are working towards this.
Working with the government to realize India's RE goals is India's first and largest integrated solar power company, Tata Power. Tata Power is committed to bringing solar energy to every corner of India by offering high-tech, easy-to-implement and easy-to-finance solutions.
Having been in this industry of renewables and especially solar for more than 30 years, and also having been the #1 in rooftop solar for the last 8 years, I think it's our responsibility to ensure this green transition smoothly and seamlessly for the country. Today we have a presence of more than 265 districts in the country with the widest reach for all kinds of consumers everywhere in the country.
We know that clean and renewable energy is the future if we want our world to survive. India has taken many incremental steps to transition to a sustainable tomorrow, and one such massively adopted solution is solar power. I'm traveling across the country firsthand to understand how Tata Power Solar is by far leading in this space, and see how Tata Power solar rooftop solutions are enabling businesses and individuals to not only make big savings but also go green. I am so excited today because I am in a small industrial town close to Chandigarh in Punjab. And the reason I've made the trek here is because I want to meet a large enterprise industrialist who has decided to make a shift to Tata's solar rooftop solutions. I want to know what drove him, whether it was an easy shift or not. Because when industrialists like these make moves like that, everyone else follows. Nahar Industrial Enterprises is a large-scale textile manufacturer with operations ranging from spinning, weaving and processing, and even a sugar unit. It is part of the largest textile group in the country. This factory near Lalru in Punjab is spread over 600 acres and produces 50 lakh meters of fabric every single month. Electricity used to manufacture all this? 5 lakh units per month. As far as the eye can see, there are solar panels all over this large rooftop. Recently established to help Nahar industry shift to a more clean and efficient energy source. The solar panels here generate 40,000 units of electricity every single day. And Nahar is one of the several large enterprises across the country beginning to make a shift to sustainability. Now, I want to give you guys a quick intro into how all this works. It's a lot of fun, it's a visual treat, so get ready for a great fun science lesson. Come on. A solar rooftop panel works in the same way for houses and for large enterprises. Sun rays hit the panels, and then these panels convert solar energy in the form of light into electricity in direct current or DC form via a process called photoelectric effect. The DC electrical energy is converted to alternate current or AC power by the inverter, which is connected to the power grid. The AC power output can be measured through a metering panel connected to it. The output of the system can be synchronized with the grid, and the electricity can be exported to the grid depending upon solar power generation and local consumption. Hi.
Hi.
How are you? Lovely meeting you.
Same here, same here.
Thank you so much for having us here. I've been walking around here. It's such a beautiful place.
Thank you so much.
As an industry leader, when you guys opt for solar, it really sends a message out. What made you move to solar?
So we installed the first solar project back in 2016. So we decided to go for solar because pollution and climate change is a big problem we are facing today. We are just trying to do our part in making the world a better place for the future generations. There are a lot of financial benefits in the long run as well for us.
A lot of people feel that with solar power, the initial investment is a lot, right?
Yeah.
How did you work that mathematically out?
The initial cost of setting up solar panels is high, but if we talk about long run, maybe 25 years, 30 years, then they pay themselves back, and then we get the power for free.
So enough now, when you decided we're going to go solar, what made you opt for Tata Power's solar rooftop solutions?
One thing that is very important is trust. And in India, Tata means trust. With Tata, you can be assured that only the best of the services would be provided.
Right. This is like a relationship, a long-lasting relationship.
Yeah.
And after sales in this situation is very important, right?
Yeah. Tata is a one-stop solution for everything, be it designing, installing, maintenance, everything is handled by Tata.
I think it's just amazing to have such a massive factory which is partially solar. This is beautiful.
Thank you. Why don't we go out and I'll show you around the factory?
If you have time, that'll be amazing.
Yeah, sure.
Just look at the size of this place. It's absolutely magnificent. How much of the power are you getting from solar?
So in the group, we have around 40 megawatts of installed solar capacity. But if we talk about our industrial, around 20% of our fabric unit gets its power from solar.
It's such a great achievement. Handshake on that one, my friend.
Thank you.
Handshake
Thank you.
on that. That's brilliant. What would be the hurdles of setting up solar power for a space and a requirement that is this massive?
Solar panels occupy a lot of space on land. So for that, what we decided was to shift our solar panels on the roof.
Right.
So that saves us the space on the land as well. Yeah.
So for companies like yourself, or say a mid-range enterprise that want to turn to solar, are there any benefits or ways that Tata helps?
Yeah, there are a lot of financing models available today. So there are different programs.
Okay.
So based on what fits you the best, you can choose from out of that.
Tata Power Solar works with a host of financing partners to ensure smooth sanctionings of loans, bringing in a unique Tata advantage. So you've already done such amazing stuff with solar. I'm just curious to know, what are your future plans?
So currently we are evaluating all of the different locations that we have factories in to see where solar would fit best.
As a young entrepreneur and as a business owner yourself, what would your message be to other people interested in Tata Power solar solutions?
I think solar is very important for our future, and I feel in the coming times that it won't be a choice. It would be the norm to go for sustainable sources of energy.
Wow, man. I've had such a fantastic day with you. Thank you so much for being such a great host, showing me around, and just congratulations on all the great work.
Thank you for coming. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you. Next on my travels, we head to Coimbatore to discover how Tata Power is helping push the country towards sustainability with its solar rooftop solutions. And there I meet a small and medium enterprise entrepreneur who tells me why he chose to shift to clean energy. It's super exciting how so many people are making such great choices. So now all we have to do is get to Coimbatore. भाई साहब, ये कोयम्बटोर का रास्ता कहाँ पे होगा? It's a long journey from Leli, Punjab all the way to Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. This town is home to multiple small and medium enterprises, and the industry here has taken a conscious stand to move to a more sustainable source of energy. The MSME sector is the backbone of India's economy and contributes to a third of the country's GDP. It will play an essential role in helping India achieve its renewable energy targets by 2070. But the biggest roadblock has been the lack of low-cost financing and the lack of awareness when it comes to adopting solar rooftop solutions. And this is where Tata Power Solar is stepping in. I'm here to meet Mr. Binil George, the plant head of Arjuna Natural. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for having me. And I'm exceptionally excited today because I know for a fact that Arjuna Natural are one of the first 5 MSME in South India to have gone solar.
Truly, sir.
I'm excited. Over 10 years of having solar panels.
Yeah, exactly. Why don't we have a look at the panel?
Perfect. Please. The factory requires 18,000 units to keep it running, and 1,200 units come from these ground-mounted solar panels. And going solar has helped Arjuna Naturals to save 4,000 litres of diesel every single month. At a point where people were still unsure of it, what made you all decide on solar power then?
In 2012-13 period, Tamil Nadu had a severe shortage of power. That power shortage was so severe that we had to rely on the DG for the power, which was very costly, almost 3 times than the grid power.
Right. I mean, almost a decade now of using solar panels,
Exactly.
you know so much more than many other people who maybe installed it just a few years ago.
Yes.
What were your initial results when you installed solar? What were the changes you immediately saw?
Best thing was actually being in a manufacturing industry, you have the surges for our production demand. So the power demand, we cannot go on increasing and decreasing as and when we require. So solar was a backup where we could balance with the grid power so that we could keep the production steady.
Such interesting aspects of a medium-sized enterprise that you don't have a consistent use of power. Sometimes you have more, and then the needs of power increase, and then it can go down. How does that work with solar power?
One interesting thing about the solar, which we understood from Tata's, was that it is a master-slave sort of an arrangement where you synchronize your solar power with the EB grid.
Okay.
So wherever you have the solar production, that is used first, and whatever deficit required for your manufacture is taken from the EB grid. So you mean to say whatever is produced is utilized fully.
Wow, it's like a hybrid car.
Exactly.
Mr. George, I'm curious to know, with so many options out there, what made you choose Tata Power?
The main reason going for Tata was a one-stop solution. That was one great attraction. Then implementation part was also a very short time that they required to implement the whole project.
Right.
Then they were supporting us on the finance and whatever requirement you have. Tata was a one-stop solution for all these things.
I totally understand the pure pleasure of a one-stop shop. So, if things are going right, you know who to praise. But if there's a complication, you have to just go to one person and one company and it all gets solved. Wow, what a lovely setup here. So this is actually one of the factories where it all goes down.
Exactly.
I'm curious, when I look at all this, in terms of return on investment, when it comes to power saving, how much has that been? How many years did it take you all to get your money back?
So for us, the return on investment is for 3 years we got it back.
That's fantastic. You're telling me in 3 years you covered your entire solar costs.
Exactly.
You've had this for about 10. So you've had 7 years of completely paid for itself.
Exactly.
In terms of actual numbers, how much money has solar saved you?
Over the past 10 years, we have saved 7.2 crores. And maybe if I break it down, monthly saving was around 6 lakh.
This is fantastic on just power bills.
Exactly.
So are you planning to further increase the level of or the amount of solar panels?
Yes, with the reduction in power bill, we would like to invest more and get more returns from the investment what we are planning. This fiscal, we are almost planning of doubling the capacity what we have here.
This is a lovely situation where not only is it bringing your costs down and paying for itself, but it also feels good to not send fumes into the environment all the time, mess everything around.
Yeah.
That's a lovely feel-good factor, I assume, for everyone.
And nowadays, it's a key, like you have clean energy and you say that you have clean energy and people appreciate that.
Absolutely. I completely agree. It's a thumbs up from everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a great social aspect of it also, for every factory. This is such a lovely place. Can I take a look around with you?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Industries like Arjuna are the future, and we need more MSMEs to take that giant leap towards clean energy. But do you know who else can help India achieve its targets? That's right. It's people like you and me, folks. More on that after a tiny little break. I have traveled to the north, the south, and now finally to the middle of India to learn about how Tata Power is transforming industry and helping India achieve its clean energy goals. The real question is, what is it that you and I can do in our individual capacity to save our planet? भाई हम कर क्या सकते हैं? काफी कुछ actually. और यही जानने के लिए मैं आ पहुंचा हूं. Any guesses? जी हाँ, भोपाल, one of my favorite cities in India. Bhopal, the city of lakes, great architecture, and some truly wonderful people. But it's also home to someone I'm very keen on meeting today. Someone who just doesn't talk big, but also walks the talk. The man has set an example by adopting Tata solar rooftops at his home. Hello, how are you, sir?
Good.
I am here to bug you, sir, asking you only questions about solar panels.
You're most welcome. Please come.
Oh, thank you so much. So, sir, first of all, thank you so much for giving us your time, and you have a beautiful home, and thank you for letting us chat with you here. Congratulations on going solar. I'm curious to know what made you truly make that decision and be so proactive with it.
I will say it. Anyone who has not done it is delaying it because the sun is already out.
Right.
If you take that energy and otherwise if you take it from the coal or anything else, probably you will be depleting the environment and everything.
Right.
Here you don't. I think everything, like financially definitely because you invest. But after some time, you don't pay for something which you're using it. And they have their apps where you know your daily generation. The CO2 reduction is 4.08 till date, tons. And trees planted by using the solar panel out at my residence is 279. Like today, up till now, 58.8 kilowatt hours have been generated.
So, Mr. Khanna, with all these options out there, what made you choose Tata Power?
My father used to say, if you have to be proud of something, it is Tata.
Right.
So Tata is a brand where you don't have to think twice.
Right.
It's a brand of integrity, quality.
How is it that you're dealing with the maintenance of solar panels, the after sales and stuff like that?
This is where Tata comes in. I don't think there is much required for the maintenance of solar panels. Only thing is you have to remove the dirt.
Right.
Unless until the sun rays are absorbed by the panels,
Correct.
you won't get the energy.
Correct.
And the installations should be such
Right.
that those things should be taken into consideration. So these can be done only told by the professionals at the time of installations.
Absolutely. Do you know of the other financial services that Tata Power may have?
Yes, definitely. Because the government is promoting it.
Right.
There are many offers, maybe with the Tata themselves, with their financial institutions.
Right. So there are numerous financial sort of options to get you past the initial investment, because after that you've crunched numbers and it actually is even financially lucrative.
Yes, it is.
Have you worked out how much consumption is coming from solar versus electricity in your home?
The last month's bill was like, instead of 1,500 units which I used to pay, I will be just paying, I paid only for 50 units.
Yeah.
With your investment, you are not paying any money for that.
That's the dream.
That's
Eventually you're actually at zero.
Zero.
Right? And then you're saying you may even actually turn a profit on that. When you install, as you were saying earlier, mostly solar panels at homes will be installed on the rooftop. That actually has a climatic effect on the heat of the home, right?
Yes. Summers are coming. In summers, it will be giving me that benefit. The heat will be taken by my solar panels.
Absolutely.
My house will not be that warm.
Right.
Again, saving energy.
Spot on. And that's such an interesting sort of observation. What happens is the solar panels cover your home, which means keeps your sort of heat in the home much less, which automatically results in less usage of coolers or air conditioners. It's actually a cooler home.
Yes.
You know, I'm just loving this chat because I had all these questions and thoughts about whether I should go solar or not. After this chat, I'm totally sold. I mean, I can't wait to go back and install solar panels in my home because it just feels like the right thing to do and it's just really lucrative.
Why don't you come along and just see? Actually, what I've said is
Chaliye?
right, or
We're going to your terrace.
yes, you can. Please.
Okay.
Pipe with the pressure pipe.
Perfect.
And this is extendable thing with the brush at the other end.
Right.
जब मैंने ये सफर स्टार्ट किया था, I had no idea just how widely solar power is being adopted across the country. Then I met people like Abhinav, Mr. George, and Mr. Khanna with his wonderful family, and they have given me hope. Hope that we can all perhaps work towards reducing our dependency on fossil fuels. And with companies like Tata Power Solar who are already taking giant leaps in that direction, we know that clean energy is not just a pipe dream and sustainability is attainable.